is the UEFA Champions League, final match talk show. Arsenal were defeated yesterday by PSG in a 4-3 match, which ended on penalties. Do you think Arsenal must have missed out on one of their biggest ever opportunity of lifting the UEFA Champions League Cup?
Well, you can say that again. But then, Arsenal were never going to win it yesterday because they were playing against a better PSG side. They were playing against a more disciplined side, a more tactical side. So I never gave them the chance to leave that trophy. In fact, I give them kudos for taking PSG to extra time and even to penalty shootout.
All right, as two incidents happened in the game yesterday. First one, Saka was adjudged to have handled the ball with his hand, and there was a penalty, call. And then secondly, again, we had a situation where Madueke was, adjudged to have been pulled down in the 18-yard box, and there was a penalty appeal. Do you think the referee was right for his judgment on these two, incidences?
Yes, on the two occasions, the referee was very, very right. In the case of Saka, he was trying to clear the ball. The ball touched his leg before his arm. That was never going to be a penalty, according to the new handball rules. Okay, in the case of Madueke versus Mendes in the 18-yard box, the two of them were tussling for the ball, no hand in hand.
More like a 50-50 situation.
So it was a coming together by the two players. So there was never a tackle from Mendes, so it was never a penalty.
All right, so then again, we saw Arsenal yesterday, for the entirety of the game, they turned into a low block team. Was that a tactical approach from Arteta to frustrate PSG?
Of course, that was the plan from the beginning. And again, more so, they got the early goal, so it gave them more confidence to sit low and play on the counter. But it boomerang on them because they considered the whole of possession to PSG, and PSG was dictating the play. Vitinha was having a field day, and before you know, at a point you must make a mistake when you leave the ball entirely to your opponent. So that was what led to that penalty that PSG scored and came into the game.
All right, we had a few players who shot yesterday, but that's a story for another day. Finally, on the show, we saw a situation whereby Arsenal fans were, raining racial abuses on Eberechi Eze, as reported online yesterday. Do you think that's fair enough for football in the 21st century?
That is 100% wrong from Arsenal fans. That abuse, that racial abuse has no place in football, and Arsenal management has to take a very big measure on that.
All right, you're welcome on the show. Please, racial abuses must be condemned in all totality. Thanks for watching.
Yes, please keep watching, and also don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Also, you can follow us across all our social media pages for more interesting content.